Shalom, shalom, brothers. Brother Kamal Mahar here, back at it again. First thing first, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahat, Rakat, Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders I learned this truth from. Blessing to the Akim there preaching his word. War to sincerity. Blessing to 144,000, 1/3 entirely. The first fruits, kingdom of heaven. House of David, the Biafta Wadah. Shalom, you brothers out there speaking in different tongues and looking different in different tongues, brothers. Shalom. So today, brothers, man, pretty much a quick hit. I kind of wanted to land back off my a little excerpt of me and my brother's camp on Saturday. The most important topic, probably, this is very important. It's faith. Faith is extremely important, and it's a gift, and it's the actual battery source and the actual number one thing you're going to need in order to make it out of this place. It is not keeping the law. It's not keeping the law. It's having faith. Now, do we still keep the law? Absolutely. We try our best. We do what we can control. Or even the things to have liberty on, just to make smart decisions. But faith is the thing that's going to get you delivered in salvation when Yahweh Shah comes back. When you got faith, you also have belief. And with belief and faith together, it will force you to do something about it. Every person in this world that things that they're doing, there's jobs, that they don't want to do. But most things that are on their own will, I would say, if that makes any sense, like things they decide to do, things throughout their day, their hobbies or things of that nature, or a eating lifestyle, or pursuing a career, whatever it is that you're doing, you're doing it out of the belief, and you have faith in yourself to be able to do what you got to do. Now, granted, I'm just speaking in a concept here, because we can do all things in the name of Yahweh Shah, right? So that's how we rolling. But as far as a concept, when you're doing something, you have a belief in it and faith to be able to execute. So you're going to do something about it. They go hand in hand to apply action, right? Now, faith, on another hand, can also be misconstrued. It can also be frauded as well. And that's what you brothers should be praying for, to be able to endure and have strong faith when things get rough. Now, see, that's the key right there. When things get rough, keeping the faith. I'm telling you, man, this flesh that we living in, man, is terrible. And it's subject to doubt, subject to sadness, gloom, angry, anxiety. Doubt, anxiety, sadness, gloom. I guess it's the same things, like those typical type of thing. Emotions. Will counterproduct your faith. Because it's okay to feel something, especially when the moment that it happens. But but living in the moment, you want to also kind of shove it off as best you can, because you got to understand another thing, that the Lord is in control of all things. So when the Lord is in control, it should give you a backbone to be like, all right, so let's just first things first. I believe was it Hebrews 11 or Ephesians? I'm going to probably end up getting both of these. Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see that? It's also, okay, yes. I'm going to read a little bit in the Hebrews a little bit. I'm going to read that again. The faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So now when you actually look at that, and you a man of the Lord, and you believe in his ministry, you have to understand what type of gift that is, to be able to believe in something that you're not sure what it looks like, or you haven't seen it before, right? Like, it's not like, like there's another paycheck coming up, that there's money indebted to you, right? This ain't indebted. This is something that's a gift given to you privilegedly wise, right? And so now you understand this ministry. You know you an Israelite. You understand what comes with it. You know the ups and downs and the lefts and the rights. You know the kingdom of heaven. You know the golden streets. You know the beautiful aspects of the glory and the promises as being an Israelite. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians. You know what that's like. But let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it all the way honest. We're not over there right now. Nor do we know when it's coming. We know it's soon, but we don't know when it's coming. We read about it, but we don't know what it looked like. And you can't forget another thing that should excite you. Eyes never seen, ears never heard what the Lord had prepared for the ones who love him, right? So now you have to understand that makes it even worse when it comes to a situation where now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you wholeheartedly, with every ounce of your body, bone, marrow, skin, blood, muscles, whatever, hair follicle down to the minute thing, you believe in all of this. How? How do you believe so strongly in something that you don't touch, never seen, and never heard of? How do you do that? Hey man, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's evident when it's evident that it's a gift. Matter of fact, let me go to that real quick. Ephesians 2:8. Let's go to 2:8. It says, For by grace are you saved through faith. You see that? That's why, because you believe. You believe, and then you're following the ways with the battery of the faith on you. Once the faith is there, boom, now you're gonna move and make some progress. You're gonna do something about it because you have faith in something. I believe in this. So you're going to root for it. You're going to bet on it. You're going to go towards it. You're going to do whatever you got to do to keep that around. Because that's what you got faith in it. You got faith in something, you're going to apply pressure. And it says, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of Yahweh. Well, that just makes sense. It says, not of works, lest any man should boast, right? It says, for we are his workmanship created in Yahweh Shah unto good works, which Yahweh had before ordained that we should walk in them. You see that? Yo, listen, brothers. This is an ordained situation, but it's also a gift. Bro, I'm sorry. I got to repeat myself. Listen, how in the world can you believe in the ministry the way it entails? I mean, you can read Revelations 21. You can read Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14 of all the blessings. It's unbelievable to understand, to fathom your brain, to live like that. To live like that, read Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. Read Isaiah 60 chapter. Read Isaiah 61. Read Isaiah 2. And read Isaiah 11. You can even read Isaiah 14, 1 and 2 and 3. And then you can read Revelations 21. Salaki, brothers, I'm very well versed in a lot of situations. I know where things are. But when you watch this video, the books that I just brought up of, read those. And then when you read them, understand and try to fathom the lifestyle that comes with. And we don't even know what that looked like. And we don't even know when it's coming. We just know it's coming soon. But then again, how you know it's coming soon? Well, then again, remember the prophecies, and we sizing them up according to the times of the signs, right? At the same time, though, we still over here in Babylon on stuck right now. Now, the scriptures is the comforter, which our faith and our faith through the Rakak with Dash Holy Spirit will give us the understanding of how to understand these scriptures, which we need to in order to read these things and comfort us and to keep the faith rolling. Not to mention when you live in your life, things going wrong, you keep the faith and the Lord deliver you and they'll boost it right up. The Lord know what he's doing. The Lord know what he's doing. Hold strong. I'm going to read this again. Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of Yahweh. Let's go to just prove the point in 2 Esdras 9 and 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. You see that? So if you got faith, you want to, and it says works, right? So your works and your faith come hand in hand, but that makes sense. You're not going to play football or basketball or golf or any type of sport. You're not going to go into these sports for multiple years for no reason. You got to think about it. If you really don't give a damn, let's just say somebody forced you to do it, and then once it was over, you never going to play again. But you keep playing, it's because you believe in what you got going on, and you taking it further because you have faith in yourself and the belief of the game and what you got to offer of a skill set. You're going to keep on practicing, keep on going to the games, keep on doing what you got to do to make it go further and further and further. That's the works part. And then the faith of it is the battery pack to keep you going. That's a gift, man. Now, granted, there's a championship at the end. Are you guaranteed to get that? No, you're not. But are you going to put that work in to give yourself an opportunity to make it? Absolutely. Why? Because you have faith that you can do it. Same thing with the ministry. But in this case scenario, this is a gift given to you. See, everything in this world is vanity when it comes to faith, because it's things you can see and touch, or even know that even if you don't make it to the NFL, we all know that it's possible for somebody. It's just possible. It ain't impossible for nobody. You know what I'm saying? This case scenario, this ain't impossible too, but it's just also kind of impossible. Well, number one, it's impossible if you're not an Israelite. If you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, a Native Semite descent, then it's not possible for you. But even as a Jake, even as one of them, even as one of those members of the 12 tribes, you got to put some work in. You got to do your thing and you got to have faith. But remember though, putting work in is all fine and dandy, but you're not going to put no work in without the faith installed first. It needs to be there. And you just can't do it yourself. It needs to be placed there, and then as a gift, and then you can make the move. Without your legs, bro, you're not walking or running. You don't got it, you ain't going nowhere. With no faith, there's no movement, there's no works. So my thing is this, brothers. My one brother, Shalawamia, has a really special, renowned thing that I like to land back on. That's the realest thing in the world. I gotta actually concur with one thing. Let's keep this real. When everything is working really well, things ain't that bad. Talking faith is easy. It's easy. It's super easy. It's not hard to pretty much have yourself in a situation where you got money, you got women, I don't know what you got, cars, cribs, you flourishing, you doing your thing. You want some Job stuff before Job knew he was gonna get all messed up. Or you want Solomon type time. Everything looking good, always popping. Protection of the Lord is there. So it's easy to talk that faith. It's easy. Yeah, trusting the Lord. Yeah, yo. And then you get hit rock bottom. Bang, bang. Took a left hook, right hook, uppercut, overhand right, bow, went down. Now you in an 8 count now. That shit look crazy. Never been dropped before. You embarrassed. Shit looking real crazy. What you gonna do? Now this is where the faith part kick in. Now, something like second Esdras, Sirach 2. See? This is where Sirach 2 would kick in. Sirach 2, where it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. This is Israelite 101. But here's the point. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. I'm telling you, brothers, it get real. This is for me. I done been in a lot of get real situations. I already know what it feels like to be rock bottom low. And I ain't gonna lie to you, brothers. I made some bad decisions in my life too, where I have to really just give it up where credit due. The Lord and deliver me out of my dumb shits a lot of times. And y'all brothers probably too. Probably made a bad mistake and probably was, you know what? As brothers, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a bean. One time, bean means truthful. I'm from Philadelphia. So like it, brothers, but be truthful. I have made some negligent and more or less irresponsible moves before that could have derailed my life in such a way where It's kind of hard to bounce back from. And the Lord delivered me out of a bad mistake today. The Lord could have just been like, okay, you make that mistake, I'm going to let it go down like this. You got to learn. And I didn't. And it didn't happen. The Lord didn't let it happen, even though it could have. And I went, woof. And I made a couple more mistakes in general and throughout life like that, thinking that then the Lord deliver you. You ain't have enough. So, hey, it's either here, it's better to say this and that, but yo, even what if one of them times would have went down? You know what I'm saying? I would have had to try to keep the faith, even though it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it to myself, but at the same time, it's like, you still got to trust in the Lord, ask for forgiveness. You got to keep walking. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Very important. Brothers, look, it's hard, but you gotta figure it out. Now, there's another part. Here we go. 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. That is so difficult. That is so difficult to do, but you gotta go at it, because faith is the battery source, and the works. And you see, there works. This is works too. Works is cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. That's works right there. If you can think that way and move that way, that's works, because you got faith that the Lord going to do exactly what he said he going to do. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. And ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. That's action right there. That's getting dropped down low and being like, shit, okay, fuck. The Lord doing his thing right now, chastising me right now, but you know what? It's all good. I know what's going on. So you have the scriptures, you have what's going on. It's for me too. You know what I'm saying? You understand that when things get real, you know the Lord is in control of it. Now you just read this right here. Here's the instruction manual on how to get out of that, and just hold off. What is the number one thing? Faith, and it's a big P word in 4, and be patient. Yo, listen, you got to remember, all the time that you live in, it don't matter how long it is, the Lord got you alive still for a reason. So if you got to be patient, be patient. Now, I don't know how long it's going to be, but make steps to go forward with it. Be patient. Do what you got to do to try to make what you got to go, and what you got to do suffice. And then trust in the Lord, and the Lord open the doors, and then you get delivered, and you back. And what did the Lord do all the time? That's very true. When you go down on 4, and 4 was a good situation for you. Number 4, level 4 was all right. But then when you go down on 4, and then you be patient, you have faith in the Lord, and you keep the faith like he's saying, and you hold on, boom, the Lord level you up to level 7. And then now you up higher than what your 4 was. You thought 4 was dope, but then now you on 7 now. You skipped a couple Jones. The Lord did you like Job do. You like Job was. Made you a millionaire to a billionaire after that. Hey man, just hold strong, brothers. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go end off with this 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveness of sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. See that? It's beautiful, bro. So this faith thing, brothers, and let me just say this too, that my brother Shalom said. I kept on going. What he said was this. I'm gonna end off with this. He said, don't pray for faith in general. You got it, cool. But pray for faith when the time that you really need it. That's dope. See, having faith when you in prosperity is easy. But what you want to do is you want to pray for faith when shit get real. Then that's when you want the faith to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got abundance of food and you hungry, you not hungry at all, you just snacking all day, you don't really need it. That's light work. But when you starving and you down on your luck and you got no money to eat, that's when you want to get the faith, and then let the Lord deliver you somehow, some way, which he will. It don't even matter. I brought desire. This edifying to you, brothers. Lord willing, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hat Rakat Wadash. Yahweh, he is to be exist, Ba'Shem in the name, and the only begotten Son, Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Ha in the Rakat Wadash, Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders on the truth from GMS. Blessing to the Akim Madir preaching his word, whole heart, true sincerity. Blessed to the 144,000, 1/3 entirely. The first fruits, kingdom of heaven. House of David, WF, that would die. And Shalom, the birds out there speaking different tongues and living different nations. Shalom, brothers.